Yeah, it was a disappointing result, obviously, but if you were neutral looking at the game, it was a really exciting game. End-to-end rugby, lots of tries. But from an Irish perspective, that would have been a game that they targeted to win. Having never lost to Italy in the Six Nations before, you would have gone away hoping to win. But in saying that, it was a very experienced Italian team, like the likes of Barretton, former captain, 87 caps, Furlan, 70-odd caps. You know, across the back line, they were very experienced and as well in the pack. So it was a really experienced Italian team that have been on the rise for the last number of years. But I think Ireland will look at the video now and ask a lot of questions of themselves, particularly in their defensive display. I think they lacked, first of all, cohesion in their defence, but also then they didn't go through with the tackle a lot of the time. Look, I think it was a rebuilding campaign. I don't know whether it's a bad campaign yet. You know, 2 huge games to go. France definitely on paper are better than Ireland, and their performance say that, both Ireland overturned them 2 years ago when France were expected to do the Grand Slam. So, you know, I wouldn't write off the campaign yet. There's been a lot of learnings in the campaign. Girls getting a lot of valuable time at international level. The likes of Kathryn Dane come on, starting her first Six Nations Championship game, and I was quite impressed by her. Actually, she's quite a good game. So, you know, I wouldn't write it off quite yet. It's a disappointing day at the office, but I wouldn't write off the campaign yet. Yeah, I thought the standard of pass was really quick off the base of the ruck, which gave the backs a little bit more time. So she'll add to her game. I think there's elements of her game that she'll look to improve on. Obviously, she's a young player, but she's been spoken out about a lot for the last while. Some of her teammates in Old Belvedere, the likes of Jenny Murphy and Nora Stapleton, have spoken about how good she is. So it's going to be great to see her really develop now at international level. Yeah, in attack, Eimear was on fire. Obviously, she scored the 2 tries, but her work rate was phenomenal. She ran some brilliant lines. Defensively, she was a bit suspect at times, and then she had to move into the centre when Michelle Claffey went off. While she's played a bit at club level there, at international it's a different ball game, and I think she was exposed a few times. But that's not just her fault. That had to do with the whole system and the structures that people weren't kind of playing to. I suppose Nicole is there for her kicking game, but there wasn't a lot of space in behind because Italy had 3, maybe 4 sometimes in the backfield, so it was actually on to run it a lot more. However, the kicks that she did put in, well, her crossfield kicks were obviously super, 2 tries off them, and some of her kick for positions were good, but there wasn't a huge amount of option because Italy had so many in the backfield. I think it's probably because it's only the second game at home, and the last game there was such a brilliant atmosphere, brilliant crowd there. I think the crowd are going to come out. It's the only game on Saturday evening. It's a great time. The RFU are really pushing it. They'll push it against schools again, and they've had 2 for the price of 1 ticket offers and stuff like that. So hopefully we'll beat the crowd. I think it was 4,600 the last time in Donnybrook. So hopefully, like, game under lights, brilliant atmosphere. Trying to turn over France again, which we did 2 years ago. So hopefully it'll be a good game. But France are tough opposition.